present topic is about Gandhi'S movement. Mahatma Gandhi himself was a universalist and empiricist. As a universalist, he was trying to position of each and every social category, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, women, and the religious minorities, linguistic communities in a very immersive way, in what way they can emancipate in the contemporary world. As an idealist, he was also trying to develop a kind of ideal framework and the world would be and how the social categories would be positioned. There are visible other kinds of other social categories. As an empiricist, he was trying to know what are the basic causes, the fundamental causes and hierarchies of it, subordination, exclusion, secondary status, practicing through institutional arrangement, trying to developing an understanding of it and breaking the barriers. Socialization caused out the religion, morality, marriage and divorce, and the realism of political participation. When you talk about status of women in India, have been subject to many great changes over the past year. So there was an article about Thomas Wheeler. He mentioned in his article, in modern India, women have obtained high offices in India, including that of President, Prime Minister, Speaker of the Lok Sabha, and the leader of opposition. However, women in India generally are still exposed to numerous social issues. According to a global study conducted by Thomas Wheeler, India is the fourth most dangerous country in the world for women. When we talk about women in Indian society, we usually talk about the subordinate position of women in Indian society. We have been excluded from the varieties of indicators of status mobility in the society. When we talk about the status indicator, we talk about the women's access to education, the productivity resources, participation in decision making process, participation in judicial administrative activities, and varieties of girls. Mahatma Gandhi was trying to understand why women have a subordination position in the society. One is but condition to be subordinate. While narrating about women's position, he was of the opinion that just as fundamentally man and woman are one, the problem must be one in essence. The soul is the same. He has said the soul of the both physical entities are the same. Gandhi recognized that women were made subordinate to man through similar social practices, and these have conditioned women through women's thought process. Somehow, or other man has dominated women from ages past. She has believed in the truth of man's equality, teaching that she is inferior to him. These are completely societal arrangements. A process of hegemonization and internalization of certain values and norms and customs of the society. Though these women are made to feel they are subordinate member of the society. How it happens? There is subordination in the society and usually comes from, especially in relation to the power. Power is one's capacity to impose one will on other, it may not be. So power is a capacity to influence others or dominate others. When the power becomes legitimized, it has become an authority. There are two kinds of authority. Traditional authority, like father is imposing his will on the children, and in rational legal authority, it is comes institutional arrangement. So, impact of prolonged hegemonization. He talks about the impact of those prolonged hegemonization. He talks about the psyche of what girl is going through this false modesty. Because girls are.
Why did you start?
He talks about the impact of those prolonged hegemonization. He talks about the psyche of what girl is going through this false modesty. Because girls are socialized to be the modest in the society, to present.
Yes, wait a minute.
Because girls are socialized to be the modest in the society, to be inward looking. So in that way, what it is the varieties of those possibilities. That is who it is. He talks about, we forget that girls are today are the mothers of tomorrow. Because if the self-esteem is destroyed or negated, there is a negative impact of those kind of inculcation culture values in the society. At a tender and critical stage in her development, she needs a mother's understanding, love and guidance. She is a given step motherly treatment as if she had seen against society in growing up and needs must be suppressed. She is made a victim of high-tone social rules and conventions. She can't sit out, play, take outdoor exercise. Role of complementary. But Gandhi talk about that is men and women are not posited contradictory roles, they are posited with the varieties of complementary there is no doubt that at some point of time there is bifurcation between man and woman. Those are naturally accepted. And he is like there is no doubt that there is a woman, and she is passive, he is active, she is essentially mistress of the house. He is the breadwinner, she is the keeper and distributor of the bread. She is the caretaker in every sense of the term. The art of bringing up the infants of the race is her special and sole prerogative. Without her code, the race will become extinct. Act of barbarity to downgrade women. Over the period of time, man has started feeling that they are the masters of the house. They are the control of women. They feel that they have every right to subordinate to women in the society. In his opinion, it is degrading both for man and woman that women should be called upon or reduced to forsake the head and shoulder the growth for the protection of the head. It is a reversion of to barbarity and the beginning of the end. In trying to right the cause that man rights, she brings herself to the wrong. This sin will be on man's head for tempting, compelling his companion to desert her special calling. The division of spheres of work being recognized, the general qualities and culture required are practically the same for both the exercises. Influence of women in Gandhi's life. So Mahatma Gandhi widely accused that he has been widely influenced by the lifestyle and attitude of his mother and his wife. His mother is completely devout, fierce and patience, immense determination in him. Her steadfast devotion to God and household duties impressed him thoroughly. He recollects in the autobiography that she would take the hardest woes and people without flinching. But admitted his foolish as a husband, Kasturba played an important part in his life, but both personal and professional. She was courageous, determined, and displayed enormous patience. Women and Ahimsa. Gandhi tried to see how women can be epitome of non-violence as we have seen the practice of non-violence in the activities of his wife, and he included the wider world and tried to say that woman is the incarnation of Ahimsa. To think the realities of life are to be conditioned by the practice of Ahimsa. Men and women are faced with a combination of morality and sacrifice. He recognized that women would emerge as a leader of the society because of their high moral values and senses of sacrifice that would be guided by the Ahimsa and Satyagraha. Woman and Satyagraha. Woman is the emblem of Ahimsa, non-violence, weak in striking, strong in suffering. She had come to occupy a pivotal position in his plan of Satyagraha. He wanted to convert herself sacrifice and suffering into the Shakti power. In India's non-violent struggle for independence, women have played an equal part with men, if not greater. The deepest inspiration in his own life had been the religiousness and atonement of his devout mother. Women, a epitome of empowerment. To Gandhi, women whom we call Abala, weak, when becomes Abala empowered. All those powerless becomes empowered. To call them women, Abala is condemned to inherent sense of women. In my view, it is an insult to them. If women resolve to bring glory to the nations within a few months, they can totally change the face of the country because of the spiritual presence of women. Gandhi firmly opened that India's salvation depends on the sacrifice and enlightenment of women. Freedom for women. Gandhi has always advocated freedom for women, women's equal status in the society, and their participation for equal status in the society. Their participation in the struggle for freedom of the nation. To quote him, like I passionately desire the utmost freedom for women. The institution of marriage. For Gandhi, marriage should not be made for fulfillment of sexual desire, but should be considered as a means to get closer. It should also be made for nobler and pure and institution. In 1926, Gandhi wrote, "For me, marriage state is as much a state of discipline as any other. Life is duty, a probation. Married life is intended to promote mutual growth, both here and hereafter. It might also be humanity. For Gandhi, marriage should be considered as a sacred institution, and that it was a natural life and should not be considered derogatory in any sense. Gandhi advised young men not to marry in the age of 25 or 30. And he talks about the child marriage and widow remarriage. In child marriage, Mahatma Gandhi wanted to radically reform system of marriages and social events like child marriage prevailing in the Indian society during his ages. He was a supporter of intercaste marriages and non-communal marriages. Gandhi himself, being a victim of child marriage, repented throughout his life for getting married at every age. According to him, early marriage was disadvantageous as it resulted in the poor health of the couple and excess of child production. Child marriages was one of the causes of many child widows in India and also a factor responsible for social, physical and moral degradation of the widow and widow remarriages. Gandhi was very sympathetic about the helpless condition of the Indian widows of his period and his views about widow remarriages. He felt that ban and widow remarriage through social and religious barriers was another social evil prevailing in Indian society, which needs to be driven away and condemned without an hesitation. Widowhood imposed by religion or custom was unbearable yoke and defiled home by secret wives and degraded the religion. According to Mahatma Gandhi, if a girl is widowed before the age of 15 years, they should be married up by their parents, and it should not be called as remarriage because they were not really married in the true sense. But in the case she wants to remarry, she should have the right to do so, and the society should accept it and must not do such marriages. Eradication of social evils for enhancement of the position of women. Parda, dowry system, sati parda, like sati sahagamana, and prostitution and devadasi system. So he is talking about Gandhi had a great respect for the cultural tradition of the country, but at the same time he was also critical certain customary practices. According to Gandhi, it is good to swim in the swim of the nation. It is good to swim in the waters of tradition, but to sink in them in society. Therefore, in addition to child marriage and widowhood, it was very critical of a social evils like dowry system, parda, sati pratha, prostitution and devadasi system. Prevalent in the Indian society was women remain in primary victims. In parda system prevailed in the Indian society to also the female chastity right from the ancient times. Gandhi did not accept the tradition of parda as Indian tradition and was pained to see the humiliated condition of women by the custom of parda. He advised men to cause the women folk and not impose parda upon the women for maintaining chastity. He crippled not only the free movement of women but interfered with the advancement and the capacity for doing work usual for the society. And he questioned why do women not enjoy the same freedom that men do? Why should they not able to walk out and have the fresh air? According to him, as long as women are caged and confined in their houses and before they have humanity will remain diminished. He therefore suggested that it was a very Indian duty to clear down the parda which was 90 and second was dowry system. So he commented against the dowry system. Gandhi strongly opposed the practice of dowry system during marriage and condemned it is a clear question. According to him, the existence of the tradition of dowry degrades the institution of marriage into marriage by purchase and degrades girls into communities to be sold and bought and even to be bargained. He further opened the marriage with dowry degrades of the education of women and dishonored women. He came down on the dowry system very strongly and wanted the dowry demanding husband to be excommunicated. And sati parda is one of the famous social evils prevailing in the Indian society, where a woman either by her own will or in the name of the custom of the female side of the deceased husband and is burnt alive along with the dead body of the husband. Gandhi considered this practice was barbarous, where a live woman gets burnt alive. He wanted the woman instead of mounting the female fire can prove the satihood by sacrificing and dedicating herself to service of her husband, family and the country. Prostitution and devadasi. Gandhi's family posted Gandhi'S prostitution as he was very much disturbed by the plight of women in the brothels and miserable condition of children. Mahatma Gandhi said, better they know as devadasi and by other than the problem is said. It is a matter of bitter shame and sorrow of deep humiliation that a number of men have to sell their chastity of a man's lust. The view that protecting women's honor and dignity was as a holy